Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mid-America Nazarene University. Robbie Jones Field at Dixon Stadium for today's Heart of America Athletic Conference doubleheader between the MNU Pioneers and the Missouri Valley College Vikings. I'm MNU Sports Information Director Chad Jenkins. I'm joined alongside Matt Odmanson.
Close enough.
Yeah. How you doing, Matt?
Doing pretty good, Chad. Excited for two great 7-inning games this afternoon. Got a freshman on the bump for Missouri Valley. Always exciting. Should be two great games.
Yeah, I'm going to be leaving for softball in about an hour or so we've handed off the reins to Matt for this one.
Yeah. Excited to take control. Should be a good game here.
Yeah, the Pioneers are being introduced. The defense. Luis Lopez on the mound. Crespo behind the plate. Owens at first. Woodley at second. Melendez at third. Riggs Harper at short, as Christopher Lugo got a crappy one-game suspension for his bat flip the other day.
No fun.
Yeah.
No fun allowed.
Sean Maple in left, Brent Olmo in center, and Willie Borquez in right, the DH Bryson Hamilton. So we'll see what happens. Lugo's been hot lately, too. Had some slug going and hit obviously that big homer the other day where he walked halfway up the line and then flipped the bat, and they said that was too much. So here we go for the national anthem.
Gentlemen, please remove your hats or render a salute if you are a veteran of military service as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Play ball.
We'll let DT give us the lineup for the Vikings here.
The Missouri Valley College Vikings, coached by TJ Merrick in his fourth year. Leading off in center field, number 20, Mason Mitchell. Batting second, designated hitter number 12, Tanner Duncan. Batting third, left fielder number 28, Carter Kalin. Batting fourth, in right field, number 15, Pablo Arnaud. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 7, Connor Bell. Batting sixth at second base, number 13, Jaden Ma. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 5, Soda Suzuki. Batting eighth at first base, number 32, Joe Hedger. And batting ninth and catching, number 9, Joseph Del Rosario. The battery for the Pioneers in game one, catching number 28, Christian Crespo, and on the mound, right-hander number 20, Luis Lopez. You don't need him? No.
Luis Lopez coming into action this afternoon. He's 3-3 with a 4.02 ERA in 7 starts this season. 38 strikeouts, tied with Adam Gray for most on the Pioneers. Looking to add a few more this afternoon.
Yeah, his trouble this year has come from walks. He's in 31 and a third innings, 24 walks, 38 strikeouts, 28 hits. If he can keep the ball in the zone, he's very difficult to hit. Opponents hitting just 230. And The wind is howling straight out to center field. You can see that
Yeah.
on the flag today. So anything hit in the air with authority is getting out of here. So walks must be limited if Lopez is going to be successful.
Yeah, and he's also going to need to be successful against Mason Mitchell, the leadoff hitter for the Vikings. I mean, essentially their leader in every important stat. In average, he has least amount of Ks, he has the most amount of walks, most amount of hits and runs. I mean, if you want it, he's got it. Mason Mitchell is going to be the guy to stop if the Pioneers want to walk out with 2 victories this afternoon.
That's a good point. No homers, but 9 doubles. That's almost twice as many as anybody else. And stolen bases. What am I looking at? 5 steals? Yeah, so he's definitely a key for Lopez.
Leading off the top of the first for the Vikings, center field, number 20, Mason Mitchell.
And PitchCom is already failing.
Great way to start this afternoon, Chad.
If you're unfamiliar, the catchers don't give signs anymore. That's kind of gone the way of the dinosaur, and the Pioneers wear basically Apple Watches, and the signals come from the dugout. Everybody on the field knows what pitch is coming, and that's how they communicate.
Yeah, it looks like center fielder usually has one of those watches, and sometimes it looks like third baseman has one as well this afternoon. But so they can
Cade, you here?
they can communicate.
There we go. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're all good.
Cade was spacing out over there. He was in another dimension.
He's thinking about tomorrow's game.
Yeah. Late on that heater was Mitchell. Lopez throws low 90s when he's feeling good.
Yeah, looks like he's coming in there pretty hot.
Yeah, he's been excellent so far. No camera 3 today. We've got my my gear spread thin between baseball and softball, so it's just 1 and 2 like you got right here. No dugout cam. No extra bells and whistles today, sorry.
Looks like Lopez towed all the way on the right side of that rubber, trying to let that fastball run in on the hands of righties. That one will be caught out there in center fielder. That's Olmo making the catch for out number 1.
Esmeralda on press box cam nailed her first assignment.
Designated hitter, number 12, Tanner Duncan.
Excellent reaction time. Seeing the ball in the air, getting the camera on it.
Oh, yeah. Slashed right by Melendez, and a 1-out single.
Nice hard hit ball going the other way there on the fastball. You know, with it low 90s, it's some pretty high velo. Don't try to pull it, just push it the other way. Take your single.
And who was that?
That was Tanner Duncan, DH for the Vikings.
Hitting .350 on the season, 4 doubles, a triple, 5 home runs, 17 RBIs. And the 3-hole is Kalen,
Yep, Carter Kalen.
hitting .367.
Usually,
1 double, 1 homer, 5 RBIs. Go ahead.
usually plays catcher. In fact, was listed as catcher before this game, but was changed to left field about 30 minutes before game time. So should be a interesting afternoon for him, playing a new position.
Yeah, catcher left field is an interesting combo.
Yeah, no kidding.
I actually did that back when I played. When I wasn't catching, I went out and left because I couldn't field ground balls,
He could catch him.
and I could catch fly balls and I could hose people. So put me in the outfield.
I never like catcher or outfield. Catcher hurt my knees too much. Outfield too much running. So I
Yeah.
stuck at third and on the mound.
Sounds good. How far did you get?
I played all 4 years of high school.
Nice.
Had fun. Made it to state senior year. That was a fun experience.
Where'd you go?
I went to Trinity Academy.
Where's that?
It's in Wichita, east side of Wichita, 3A school. Yeah, played our state tournament was at K-State. That was a
That's
blast.
fun. Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah, got to pitch in the state semifinal with the rest of the boys. Good times.
That's the best. That's 30 years ago for me. So, but I still have vivid memories of all that stuff with the high school.
Oh, yeah. Never forget it.
Yeah.
It's a good-looking two-seamer from Lopez. Just missed the outside corner. Try to come back here on 3-2.
Roll it. Got it.
Great scoop over there.
Let's-
Caden Owens.
Let's see how Esmeralda did on a double play. Let's see.
For the Vikings in the top
One.
of the first,
It's a 1-4-3 GDP and an X for the base runner.
and after one half inning,
I mean,
Vikings 0, Pioneers come into bat.
it's all right.
Batting order for the Pioneers in game 1. Leading off in center field, number 9, Brent Olmo. Batting second at second base, number 1, Drew Woodley. Batting third, the third baseman, number 27, Jade Melendez. Batting fourth, first baseman, number 35, Caden Owens. Batting fifth in right field, number 34, Willie Borquez. Batting sixth, left fielder, number 22, Sean Maple. Batting seventh and catching, number 28, Christian Crespo. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 8, Riggs Harper. And batting ninth, designated hitter, number 29, Bryson Hamilton. The battery for the Vikings in game 1. Catching, number 9, Joseph Del Rosario. And on the mound, right-hander, number 30, Isaac Nieders.
Isaac Nieders on the mound for the Valley. This is his 6th appearance, his first start. He's 1-0 with a 13.5 ERA. 6 2/3 innings, 10 hits, 8 strikeouts, opponents hitting 345. So very small sample size for Isaac Nieders, and he gets game 1 against the Pioneers with the wind blowing out. Good luck.
Yeah. Should be a fun experience for the freshman, to say the least.
Yeah, thanks, Coach.
But, yeah. Hey, this experience will definitely help him build throughout the rest of his college career. I mean,
Yeah.
your first start, you never forget it. It's a great experience.
And
you know.
especially if he gets, let's say 3 solid innings and then
Yeah.
maybe go somewhere else or whatever. And he's like, yeah, I can do this in the college level. Or he gives up 7 and it's like a big discouragement. So let's root for the latter. Good luck, young man, but kind of rooting against you. Sorry.
Leading off the bottom of the first for the Pioneers. Center field, number 9, Brent.
Here's Brent Olmo leading things off for the Nears this afternoon in those beautiful white pinstripe uniforms.
These are the best uniforms.
Oh,
These look
yeah.
so awesome. Players don't love them because the shirts are a little stiff, but they look good.
Yeah. Olmo batting .393 so far this season.
Absolutely.
Over 1,000 OPS.
Absolutely scorching so far this year. Takes first pitch, ball 1, 393, 5 doubles, a triple, 3 homers, 16 RBIs.
Yeah, can't ask for more from your leadoff guy.
Two and 0.
Some early nerves here from Isaac Nieders. A couple outside pitches in a row. Let's see if he can adjust.
We're not on YouTube today for those who are used to that. Softball gets YouTube today. Baseball gets it tomorrow.
Keeping it fair and square.
We can only have so many live streams at once. 4-pitch walk. That brings up Drew Woodley, who's also been absolutely scorching lately. Got his average all the way back up to 400. 4 doubles, 2 triples, 3 homers, 10 RBIs.
Yeah, Isaac Nieders, it's a small sample size, but in 6 2/3 innings, he has given up 6 walks, so that's a little bit of an issue for him, but
Yeah. Well, it's all relief appearances.
yeah,
I
it's
have no idea who he's faced, so
can't
it's
harp
just-
on him too much.
yeah, there's just no gauge. He's going to have to eventually throw a strike. I assume Woodley is taking until he throws one.
Just a bit up there.
We'll have an early mound visit, 6 in a row from Nieders.
I don't know if you've watched a Texas A&M game, Chad, but the fans there like to get in the heads of the opposing pitchers a little bit. After a 4-pitch walk, they'll start chanting, ball 5, ball 5.
I have seen that.
They'll keep doing it with ball 6.
For that clip where he got up to a 10 or 11 or
Yeah.
something like that.
They are ruthless.
Noah Castillo, surgery yesterday. That's a HIPAA violation I just committed. It's all right. 3-0. Yeah, I don't know what the rules are actually, but the 3-0. There's one.
There you go. That'll help Isaac get a little bit of confidence back. Just throw one down the middle.
This is a huge swing pitch in the game. If he pipes a fastball here and all of a sudden it's 2-0, or Woodley grounds into a double play, or he walks, it's a huge swing pitch here.
That's down into the gap. Olmo racing around third. And it looks like Woodley's going to try for 3. He's in there with an RBI triple. Excellent hit from Drew Woodley, and the Pioneers strike first. It's 1-0.
So there's the 3-1 heater right down the chute, and Woodley hammers it.
Batting third base number 27, Javi Melendez.
Look at Esmeralda working. I like it. This is great. Good job. You do better than everybody else we have up here.
Up next now, Javier Melendez. Batting third, leading the Pioneers with .419 average, 1.189 OPS in 24 games. That's impressive stuff.
So heads up here. After a first pitch breaking ball misses, he's going to have to come back with a heater out of the zone. 2-0. He's been behind every batter, and this Pioneer offense is ruthless. The top 6 guys all have OPSs over 1,000.
This is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Good pitch. Javi didn't like it, but probably caught the inside corner. 2-1. Gets back in the count. Infield playing back, conceding the run, trying to stay out of a huge inning.
Another breaking ball missed there. And he got a couple of open bases here. I mean, with this Pioneer lineup.
Nah, I mean, he's not pitching around anybody.
You can't really pitch around.
It looks like he's got decent velocity too. Just got to zero it in here, but you don't want to zero it in too much. You got Caden Owens, who's doesn't even need the wind that he's playing with right now, but hitting .353, 8 doubles, 6 homers, 32 RBIs in 24 starts. Has absolutely prodigious power to all fields.
I mean, if you're averaging more than 1 RBI in every game you're playing, you're doing something right.
He's doing all right. Pitcher stares in at the umpire like, what do you want from me? That was there, wasn't it? Noah Castillo, you can't see him, but he's walking up the stairs in a sling. Pioneers will be without their All-American. DH, first base, pitcher. Big loss. Huge loss for the season.
Absolutely.
Trouble, trouble, trouble for Neaters.
Yeah, Isaac Nieder's another 3-ball count here. I mean, he's given 3 balls to every hitter so far.
Owens looking to get this pitch off the ground. Trying to lift here 3-1 with a man on first. Good swing. No double plays here.
Just a little bit late on that fastball. Looking to time it up better here on full count. Unless Schmidt really rattles him, goes breaking ball. Would be bold from the freshman. Nope, goes fastball, and it's popped in to left field. It's ranging back. The left fielder on the warning track makes the catch. Tagging is the runner from third. He'll score easily. It's a sacrifice fly for Caden Owens, and it's 2-0 Pioneers.
Wow. A pop-up like that goes to the warning track. He barely got that.
Batting fifth, right fielder number 34, Willie Borquez.
Crying out loud. Willie Borquez now. Takes first pitch strike. That's the first batter he's been ahead of. Borquez hitting .316, 7 doubles, 2 triples, 7 homers, 24 RBIs.
And yet another Pioneer batter with over 1,000 OPS. He's the 5th of 6 who are all at the top of this lineup. Pioneers currently on a 3-game winning streak, including a win on Tuesday against Missouri Baptist University. What about that kind of high-scoring games? Here's a double play up the middle on the short to first in time, and Borquez grounds into an inning-ending double play. But before that, the Pioneers get 2 runs on a hit, no errors. After 1 inning of play, it's MNU 2, Missouri Valley nothing.
Leading off the top of the second for the Vikings and batting fourth, right field number 15, Pablo Arnaud.
Pablo Arnaud fouls off the first pitch. Arnaud hitting .316, 4 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, 8 RBIs.
Yeah, definitely the other power bat in this lineup here for the Vikings. Trying to get something going, already down 2-0 this afternoon. side, 1-1.
Valley's sporting the orange today. I'm switching their team color on the scoreboard.
Ooh. High heater pulling right by Arnaud right there.
Yeah, just barely able to get a tiny piece of it.
Now, if you're Luis Lopez, do you throw that one again, elevate it more? Maybe throw breaking ball in the dirt?
You've got all the options.
Tries to go upstairs, but it's fouled off.
I don't get hit at baseball.
I saw you parked way close over here. That was bold. I am over on the other side of the church.
I've done that for 25 years in this game at the NAI level, and I've never been hit at baseball. Softball finally got me last year after 20-some years.
Wow.
But the baseball and softball gods have found favor with me. I give
good.
a lot to this game.
And they reward you.
They reward me with good parking spots. And what's crazy is I park in a similar spot at softball, so the left-handed foul balls are grounded to Riggs Harper. One away. The left-handed foul balls are what put me in danger, but it was Allie Van Lanker, a righty, who hit a rise ball in under her chin, little pop-up, cracked my windshield.
Batting cleanup, third base, number 7, Connor Bell.
Was that last year or 2 years ago, DT?
I feel like it was 2 years ago. Then there was a one-hopper last year.
Yeah. The one-hoppers don't count. Just dents and cracks. And they finally got me. So if I can get one every 25 years, it's worth it.
Yeah, that's a pretty good ratio, honestly.
Yeah.
If that keeps up.
I put myself right in the line of fire.
Yeah. Connor Bell currently in the line of fire of Luis Lopez's bullets as he's ahead 2-0.
Nice. Dynamite segue from Matt Odmanson right there.
Come on now.
Who's this?
This is Connor Bell.
Did we already go through his stuff? Hitting 342, 4 doubles, 8 RBIs, and this is 25th start.
Yeah. It's a senior from San Diego, California, so definitely a little bit more windy and chilly here than it would be back in his hometown.
Yeah, man. How did they recruit him to Marshall, Missouri?
Personally, I'd be going to play at Point Loma down there.
Oh man,
right on the ocean side.
I coached at the Air Force Academy for 1 year in 2004 with Coach Thompson. He was the pitching coach, and we played Point Loma. And that's the coolest baseball field I've ever been to.
Yeah.
If you hit it far enough, it'll roll all the way to the ocean down a big cliff.
That's got to be one of the greatest feelings ever. Hit a ball into the ocean.
Yeah, that's cool.
The ground ball, second baseman. Flip to Owens at first in time. And 2 quick outs.
The only problem is for left-handed hitters when the sun set in the Pacific, the glare from the sun just lights up the whole ocean.
Yeah, I bet.
It's tough.
Batting 6th.
Well, if they got lights, that's why you could play at night. Get rid of, keep all the lights on the field, not on the ocean.
It was interesting because Air Force, obviously Division I. Back then, Point Loma was. Maybe they just made the transition, or maybe they were still NAIA, but they kicked our butts. 2004 Air Force. Look it up. Not great.
I think they were still NAIA at that time.
I think you're right.
Jaden Ma is a senior, if I'm reading my roster correctly, from Nanaimo, British Columbia. So we got a Canadian here
Nice.
at Dixon Stadium.
Yeah, Reese Helland will match up with him at some point this series for sure. We'll get Canada on Canada action. What's his name again?
Jaden Ma, number 13. Fastball just a little bit high from Lopez. I like that spot, though, on 0-2.
This
Don't
is
want
just
to
his
tempt him.
This is just his 4th start. He's hitting 204 for 20, but half of those hits left the yard.
There you go. Looking
Sounds
like they want a power guy with this wind blowing out.
Sounds like a pinch hitting specialist situation, and he's delivered. Got him looking.
Oof. Filthy outside slider coming back in on the lefty.
Yep.
Ma had no chance.
After 1.5. Pioneers 2, Vikings 0.
Another Pioneer who's been on fire lately, Sean Maple.
Left fielder, number 22, Sean Maple.
He's the reigning Pioneer of the Week,
Yeah.
hitting 369, 7 doubles, 5 homers, 24 RBIs. He's already surpassed last year's production. Last year did not go so well for the Aussie. 2 years ago went really well. Breaking ball, snaps in for a strike. It's 1-1.
Couldn't sit back on the off speed long enough. Just to the left of the third base bag there. Now going to have to change the approach with 2 strikes.
What's going on with Maple's face? Has he painted himself white? Sunscreen or something? What is that? That checks out.
Yeah, no kidding. Down on Australia.
Ugh. Well, the southern hemisphere is always in shade, so
Yep, that's how that works.
yeah.
Yep.
Batting 7.
It's the third base on balls for Nieders already, and he's only gotten 3 outs. So looking to improve things here. It's the bottom of the lineup, so a chance to get some quick outs. But want to get at least 2 of these next 3 guys out before it goes back to Brent Olmo at the top of the lineup.
Good pitch to start Crespo, hitting 250. He's 14 for 56, no extra base hits, 4 RBIs. Breaking ball misses up and in.
Yeah, that's already a sign of fatigue, which isn't good. A lot of those, I mean, we saw one in the last at-bat as well, but those breaking balls missing high or missing inside typically means not getting that snap. There's a good fastball blown by Christian Crespo. You'll want to try to get that snap on that slider. Throw it down in the dirt here on 1 and 2. The 2-2. Just outside. Great take from Crespo, and the count runs full.
You'll get that pitch occasionally at this level. It's the inside stripe of the left-handed batter's box, which is a good 4 inches outside, but it happens occasionally. Look out.
Ooh, plunked another one.
That could be it for Nieders.
Yeah, here's the call to the bullpen.
Your only chance to stay in this game was to kind of buzz through the bottom of the order, and
Yeah.
it's not off to a great start this inning.
Yeah, Isaac Nieder's final line went an inning plus, gave up 1 hit, 2 runs, 4 walks, and no strikeouts for the freshman.
Did he have the walks or 2 HBPs?
2 hit by pitches
Okay.
and 2 walks.
Your
Sorry, I'm
count.
lumping them together.
Freebies, let's call them that.
Yeah.
Garrett Lester's 31, correct? Correct. Okay, he's courtesy at first. Yeah, it's not Manning. Manning is in a full leg brace.
Yeah, I saw his ACL.
In a full leg brace? Yeah, so it's not Manning.
Is he 5 on there?
Courtesy runner at first base is the Pioneer. Number 31, Garrett Lester. Okay.
Courtesy runner at first. And on the mound, this is
It's like number 16, which is going to be Coy Smith. It's the senior from Marshall, Missouri, so staying close to home in his college decision. Coy Smith has 8 appearances this season. He's thrown 11 innings
Yeah, it is 16, right?
with 6 strikeouts, giving up 5 walks, 11.45 ERA.
yeah, 19 hits in 11 innings. Opponents hitting 373. So it looks like, you hate using this term, but like sandbagging game 1, where you don't use your number 1 starter
Right.
and try to sneak a victory out of them later in the series, or they're just not available. I don't know if they played earlier this week, whatever it is.
Yeah, their last game was on Tuesday when they beat Avila 5-4.
Okay.
So they've had a couple of rest days. But, I mean, usually certain pitchers need 5 rest days, or 4 rest days, and then pitching on the 5th day.
And at this level, they'll pitch once a week. You got
Yeah.
your Friday guys, your Saturday guys.
Right.
So they've got 2 guys with 5 starts and then 1 guy with 4 starts. Oh, 2 guys with 4 starts. And we haven't seen any of them yet.
Yeah. Well, plus, these 2 teams will match up again tomorrow,
Yep.
same time, so.
Actually, noon.
Oh, no. My apologies.
Now pitching for
That
the
got
Vikings,
changed yesterday.
Number 16, Coy Smith.
Riggs Harper is 5 for 36. This is his 15th start, hitting 139. A couple of doubles, 3 RBIs. I half expect him to be bunting here, but I don't know.
Rigosaurus, I like that. Here it comes a bunt. Perfect. And he beat it out. Oh, no, he didn't. Called out by the field umpire, so runners will move to 2nd and 3rd with 1 away.
So that's 1 for SAC space BU. Awesome. Let's have a look. Was he out at first?
Batting ninth, designated hitter. Number 29, Bryson
No.
Hamilton.
He sure looked safe.
Now Bryson Hamilton, the DH. Couple of ribby opportunities.
It was a great block by the catcher. The new catcher, right? He was a late addition.
Yeah. Joseph Del Rosario.
Bryson Hamilton is 10 for 42, hitting 238, one double, 5 RBIs. Good take, 2-0.
How about this? Another Canadian for the Vikings. Joseph is from Toronto. And Sean Maple on our team. And Reese Helen.
Australia's
Sean's from
I mean,
Australia. Well, I'm saying Maple Leaf.
it's kind
Canada.
of yeah, it's kind of close to Canada, right?
Yeah. Maple is the connection I'm making.
Yeah, Maple Leaf.
There we go.
There's one. Jaozef. Del Rosario. From Canada. He's got all sorts of different things going on there. There's that batter's box strike, full count.
In the river.
He wants to hit anyway. So Del Rosario sounds like a Spanish name, right?
Yeah.
Toronto, obviously an extremely diverse city. Got him looking. Big strikeout. Hamilton thought he'd gotten that walk on 3-1, and then the guy snaps off a nice breaking ball, full count, gets him. Jaozef. I don't even, never seen a name like that before. Joseph.
Almost sounds European.
Right.
Just a bit high. Pitch to Brent Olmo. Olmo worked a walk and scored in the first inning.
Ooh, that looks like it's headed to me. Missed me again. It always does. This might be my last inning. Well, where's Elijah? I'm supposed to be replaced. Into center field, not deep. Pioneers threaten, can't score. Great relief job from, I've already
Coy
forgotten.
Smith.
For the Pioneers in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, no runs.
No hits, no errors, 2 runners left. And after 2 complete innings. MNU 2, Missouri Valley 0.
Let's mute it.
Vikings in batting 7. Shortstop, number 5, Soda Suzuki.
Soda Suzuki leads off the top of the third, hitting 291, 5 doubles, 3 homers, 20 RBIs.
Ground ball up the middle. Riggs handled cleanly. Throw to first. Oh, and the throw took Owens up off the bag, so Suzuki, pretty fast, he's going to be safe.
Owens didn't get down in time.
Batting 8, first base, number 32.
Yeah, I think they got that call right.
Hedger.
Where are we in the lineup here?
7-8-9, 8-hole hitter now. Joe Hedger. Joe Hedger is a senior from Logan, Iowa. Playing first base this afternoon. Showed bunt earlier. Showing it again here. Takes high.
Hedger has one sacrifice on the year. He's hitting 119, 5 for 42, no extra base hits, 9 RBIs.
To have 9 RBIs at that low batting average is pretty impressive.
Right,
Must
he's been efficient with his 5 hits for sure. Lopez suddenly can't find the zone.
Yeah, with some pitchers, it can kind of mess with you when you have a hitter showing bunt, crept all the way up in the box. You can see Hedger right there, but there's Lopez able to throw in a strike there on 3-0.
Yeah, just do that exactly again.
Yeah.
No problem, right?
And if Hedger bunts it, so what? Just go and throw him out at first. Now you got 1 down. Only need 2 more. It's the bottom of the lineup. There's another strike. Let's see if Hedger's strategy changes here. Now he's got 2 strikes. Doesn't show bunt. Hit right back up the middle over the second base bag and into center. Here comes Suzuki.
What?
Going to third, and he's in there.
Almost hurt. Zoom in on Olmo.
And Brent Olmo still down out in center.
Athletic Trainer Appreciation Month. So, Olmo.
Yeah, what happened there?
When he first fielded it, he looked like he went, like right there, he's like, ow.
Yeah, it looked like he might have twisted his hip a little bit. Like over-rotated, maybe.
He was grabbing his knee.
His knee.
Let's go slower.
Well, it looks like he's standing up now.
Was he the one who was cramping at Baker a couple weeks ago? During those Midland games? We cannot lose. We can't lose any more people, frankly. And especially a huge piece of this puzzle in Brent Olmo. He'll stay out there. First and third, nobody out. For Del Rosario.
Joseph Del Rosario.
Hitting 333. A double, 2 RBIs.
So not a lot of opportunities for Ribbies here, but runner in scoring position now for Del Rosario. Let's see if he can deliver. Push bunt. Lopez. Fields throws to first in time. Suzuki will remain at third, so the sacrifice is unsuccessful.
It's still successful. Yeah.
A little bit. He does move the runner over to second.
Officially, it is a sacrifice, but yes.
Yeah, but no RBI.
They were hoping
the ultimate goal.
They were hoping to that he would bunt that up the first baseline, and that's basically the play that can't be defended. You get the sacrifice and the run, but it went right back to the pitcher, so he had to remain at third. Back to the top of the order. Infield comes in.
Yeah, this was their goal, was to get 2 runners in scoring position for Mason Mitchell.
Yeah, it's a tough spot, and you feel like there's going to be 10 runs scored today, so you don't want to give any freebies, but a walk here isn't the worst thing in the world for the Pioneers.
No, I mean, this Mason Mitchell, like we said earlier, leads the Vikings in basically every important stat. So taking care of him any way possible.
Yeah.
So you can see Lopez not being,
Yeah, he's not just going to pipe a fastball here down 2-1. Now, he throws hard enough to beat people on advantage counts. So
right.
he's got lots of strikeouts. Slash down the line, fair ball. Tie game. Oh, that's a really bad play.
Yeah, throw goes home, allows Mitchell to get to second.
Designated hitter number 12, Tanner Duncan.
You need to somehow get into the bottom of the third. I don't know how to do that. I'll come try to help out because I got to leave anyway.
There we go. Lopez. Curveball missing way high. As my fellow commentator Chad is heading over to softball, so it'll just be me carrying us through the rest of the way. Joined now by my producer Elijah, but he unfortunately does not have a headset. So you're just stuck with me and the background voices. High pop-up, ranging into the outfield. 3 players all diverging. It's going to be Woodley making the catch. Out in center field for out number 2. Mason Mitchell will not try to advance.
Left field number 28, Carter Kalen.
Here comes Carter Kalen, the left fielder this afternoon for the Vikings. He grounded out into a double play back in the first inning. Big lead from Mitchell over at second. That one just missed. Maybe a little bit outside on that one. Not sure though, very close pitch. Luis Lopez trying to keep this game tied. Keep Mason Mitchell from scoring here before the Pioneers reach bat again in the third. There's pickoff move. Two and 0 now for Luis Lopez, getting a little bit wild here in the third. Ground ball up the third base line, pokes just foul. Oh, and that one got him. That one hit Carter Kalin. So he will take first, and now there are 2 aboard for the Vikings with 2 away. First time we've really seen any sort of traffic on the base paths for the Vikings. In the first inning, they had a runner at first, but grounded into a double play. And then in the second inning, they went down 1-2-3. It's a nice 2-seamer right there. Starts out, it looks like it's going to hit you in the left-handed batter's box, and then you look back in the catcher's glove, and it's right there. The 0-1 fouled off. Arnaud just a little bit late on that one, and now it's 0-2. Luis Lopez trying to get himself out of this inning. This is the 7th batter. Vikings putting up a nice rally to get back in this game. Here's a fly ball in the left center field. Looks like trouble. It's getting back, and it rattles up against the wall. It's thrown back in. Here comes the runner rounding third. It's going to be cut off. It's a 2 RBI double for Pablo Arnaud. And the Vikings take a 4-2 lead here in the third. I mean, that one was just all wind. I mean, on any other day, that's a can of corn for the left fielder. But with the wind blowing straight out, it rattled all the way up against that Pioneer baseball sign in left field. And it's a couple of ribbies for Arnaud. And the Vikings have their first lead of the game. Here's the 1-0. Looks like it hit him, but swung on out to the second baseman. They'll flip to first. And a wild sequence there, but that'll finally end the inning for the Pioneers. After all of that, it's 4 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. And the Vikings have a 4-2 lead now.
Vikings 4, Pioneers 2.
You need Jerry.
You said in Jerry law?
Injury law.
In Jerry law.
Injury?
You need Jerry. In Jerry law.
Getting ready to start the bottom of the third here at Dixon Stadium. 2, 3, 4 hitters due up for the Pioneers, starting with Drew Woodley.
Second base number 1, Drew Woodley.
Drew Woodley, the grad student from Olathe, Kansas, playing in his last season as a Pioneer. Certainly making it a good one, batting .400. With a 1.1 OPS, certainly impressive. Scored 30 runs, the most on the team. 32 hits, 4 doubles, 3 homers, 10 ribbies. And he's got a 1-1 count here working against Coy Smith, the senior from Marshall, Missouri. popped up. Foul. Is there enough room? There is. Great hustle there. That's Joe Hedger, the first baseman. Hustled to get that one. All kinds of foul territory here at Dixon Stadium. Just couldn't quite range back in time. The wind probably carrying that ball. I mean, I couldn't imagine catching pop-ups in this wind this afternoon. 2-1. Slash down the left field line. Foul ball. Would have been 20 feet over the fence had it stayed to the right of the foul pole. Instead, the count is 1-2. Just a little bit out in front of that breaking ball, which is a good sign as a pitcher. And Woodley fouls off that fastball. He's ahead of the fastball now, too. In the dirt, 2-2. A little bit surprised we haven't seen any home runs yet. I mean, we just saw a foul ball home run. But with the wind being as crazy as it has been, I mean, we're bound to see a couple leave the yard, as that one is foul. Out of play into the Pioneers bullpen. Coy Smith in the last inning came in relief and got all 3 outs. Didn't give up any runs. Allowed Isaac Nieders to exit the game, only giving up 2 runs. So impressive stuff last inning for Coy Smith. The 8th pitch of the at-bat is a breaking ball, missing outside, and the count runs full. Nice battle here to start the bottom of the 3rd. 3-2. Ground ball to the shortstop. Played on a couple of hops. The throw to first in the dirt. It gets to the backstop. That's going to be an error on the shortstop. That's Sota Suzuki playing short, and Woodley is able to reach on an error to start off the bottom of the 3rd. Here comes Javier Melendez. He walked in his first at-bat. Takes strike 1. He's got the Louisville Slugger bat. On my high school team, that was the most popular bat my senior year. Louisville Slugger made a really good bat a couple of years ago with some pop. Javier Melendez trying to harness a little bit of the pop from his bat here. Here's the 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Drew Woodley has 2 stolen bases on the season, so we'll see if they'll want to try anything here with Melendez. At the plate, he takes the ball low. Here's the 2-1 now to Melendez. Another ball low. Coy Smith not sure where that one missed, giving a nice long look at the home plate umpire. Three and one now. Blasted to left field. Absolutely no doubt. Way gone for Javier Melendez, and this game is tied. Wow, absolutely. No doubt. And that ball is rolling on the Copeland Athletic Complex. Incredible power from Javier Melendez to tie up this game here in the third.
First base number 35, Caden Owens. What a call. Should have had you on the mic today. Yeah, I told you. Does that count, Cade? Does that count as a call shot?
And now Caden Owens trying to do more of the same.
I didn't say that at bat, though.
Taking strike one. Caden Owens with 6 home runs on the season is second on this Pioneers team. That one's scorched down the first baseline, gets all the way to the corner. Caden Owens taking the turn for second. He is going to be in there with a stand-up double. That ball was scorching off the bat. Absolutely no doubt that one was going to get through.
Right fielder number 34, Willie Borquez.
Now here comes Willie Borquez,
He actually did it himself, DG.
leading the team with 7 home runs this season.
He lined them all together? Yeah.
First pitch inside 1-0.
He did not. That completely made that up. I was going to say that. Man, I didn't realize it was that obvious. He could be. He could have one. Willie, you never know. You never know with Willie. Willie's a pretty quiet guy. He's a pretty what? Quiet guy.
Another one missing inside. 2-0 now to Willie.
But like, if you don't go out of your way, he's not going to go out of his. Well, they sprint. Look at him go. Look at him sprint. You want to get the ball. Just to get a ball, that's great. That's what you do when you're a freshman. It's a hustle we like to see. Right.
That is through into right field. A base hit for Willie Borquez. Caden Owens will come in to score, and the Pioneers take a 5-4 lead.
Left field number 22, Sean Maple. And I saw the same name, now that somebody pointed it out. Is that why you were going into Maple Leaf and for like two sides, Reese and Maple Leaf? Reese and Maple Leaf. Reese and. I can learn to say 2 guys at one time.
First pitch outside to Sean Maple. Now here in the press box, fondly known as the Maple Leaf, thanks to yours truly. 1-0 miss outside. Off goes Willie Borquez. And he is originally called safe, then changed to called out on the stolen base attempt.
Hello?
Really close play.
Is Brandon over here? No, I have not seen him.
Let's see if we can get a replay on that one.
He is. Listen, he told me he was running home. Yeah, he said he was going to. Oh,
Let's see.
yeah, that's softball.
Yeah, really close play there. Now here's pop-up straight back. Will it stay in play for Del Rosario? It will, and the wind takes it. He can't make the catch. And that play for a catcher is so hard, having to turn around, try to find the ball in the air, getting the mask off, and then the wind pushing it like crazy. Especially since Del Rosario is not the typical everyday catcher for the Vikings. That typically is Carter Kalin. Swing and a miss. Big swing from Sean Maple there, and it's 2-2. But that is a really tough play for Del Rosario to make. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Blasted into left field, and another base hit for the Pioneers, and it gets past Kalin in left. Maple will take the turn for second, and it is in there with a 1-out double. Another base hit for the Pioneers now. 4 in a row.
Christian Crespo.
Javier Melendez with the homer. Caden Owens hit a double. Willie Borquez hit the single. And now Sean Maple with another double. 3 extra base hits for the Pioneers in the third inning. Now here's Christian Crespo. Can he keep it going? He takes strike 1. One in the dirt. Coy Smith looking a little bit wild here. Can't really throw a strike unless it's right down the middle, which is not a very good formula against this high-powered Pioneers offense. That one just a little bit high. Not very far off. 2-1 now. Swing and a miss. A big cut there from Crespo. Two, 2-2. Oh, and it got him. Second time Crespo's been plunked this afternoon. And it hit him in the same spot earlier. So his shoulder will be nice and bruised up tomorrow. Creative walk-up song here for Riggs Harper. With runners at first and second, 1 away.
What? Lester's at first, DT.
Yeah,
I was just making sure.
And Garrett Lester will be a courtesy runner for Crespo, the catcher.
First base for the Pioneers, number 31, Garrett Lester. Now batting, shortstop, number 8, Riggs Harper.
Riggs Harper laid down a sac bunt in his first at-bat. Takes that one just a little bit out of the zone, 1-1.
Okay, thank you. I don't know why. This guy doesn't have to. Well, he misses it every other half inning. No.
And there's, again, that inside pitch getting called for a strike once again. It's 1-2 now on Riggs. The 1-2 fouled straight back. Riggs definitely has the fastball timed up. Here comes the 1-2 to Riggs Harper. And another hit batter.
Don't play that. Oh, dang it. My bad.
That's the 4th hit Pioneer batter. And it looks like we might have a pitching change here. Coy Smith afternoon is done. His final line, he went 1 1/3 innings, gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, only 2 of them earned, with a couple of hit by pitches and 1 strikeout. The new pitcher in here for the Vikings is number 18, Trey Brakenseek. Trey Brakenseek. This is his 9th appearance on the season. In 15 innings pitched, he's given up 23 hits, 12 runs, only 4 walks with 8 strikeouts. He's got a 6.6 ERA. So break and see gives up a lot of hits, but not a ton of walks. Just trying to get the Vikings back into the dugout before this inning gets too much out of hand. Yeah, 18 on the mound. Oh, they got a new left fielder too? Oh, yeah, no, definitely not. Sit. Is that 22? Trying to do a little bit of research up here, figure out who the new left fielder is for the Vikings. 25? They don't have a 25. Wait, yes they do. 29? 29? Austin Andrechik? Okay. Austin sure. I mean, it makes more sense than the relief pitcher, 25. First pitch foul ball for Bryson Hamilton. So Austin Andrechik has subbed in for Carter Kalin in left. And check swing did not go. It's 1-1 now.
They did not switch catchers. No.
They didn't. Del Rosario is still catching.
Still behind the dish.
Here's a fly ball in the left center. Center fielder's got it, makes the catch. Here comes Maple tagging. He's going to score. It's a sacrifice fly for Bryson Hamilton. And the Pioneers are up by 2 now.
Center field number 9, Brent Olmo. The guy who was the left fielder was the original catcher. He's the 3-hole hitter. Yeah. Maybe that's why that pulled him to begin with. Later days, go back to your boring job.
Back up to Brent Olmo here, the 9th batter for the Pioneers this inning. The 1-0 outside 2-0. There's a strike.
Matthew, love your job.
There's a called strike.
When you have 14 innings of baseball, it's a little long.
The 2-2 outside 3-2.
Sometimes just 9 innings of baseball is a long thing.
I agree.
Example, Bellevue. What, twice? Too long?
Here's a payoff pitch. Fouled off. Runners will be in motion with full count 2 outs. Wind is really howling out there now. Wow. See, it's shaking your camera view right now. So hopefully you don't get a seizure watching this as Brent Olmo takes ball 4.
number 1, Drew Woodley.
And now Woodley will come up to the plate for the second time in this inning. He reached on an error, as the throwing error from Suzuki, the shortstop, which started this whole mess for the Vikings. First pitch in there for a strike. Taking some betting odds. I'll take. Ooh, another strike going too. I'll take a fly ball in the left that the new left fielder doesn't catch. Here's the 0-2. Fly ball in the left. Oh, it's foul. I got excited. Yeah, he hit the foul ball home run earlier. And then Javier Melendez hit a real home run that is still rolling. Yeah. It was a real home run for sure. Another 0-2. Swung on and missed. A strikeout, which will finally end the inning. But 4 Pioneers come across to score in the third as they retake the lead 6-4.
And after 3 complete innings, Pioneers 6, Vikings 4. And we could have made a really good statement of putting that game away. Yep.
Okay. Welcome back to Dixon Stadium here.
Leading off, that's going to be the Vikings. Second base, number 13.
So both teams scored 4 runs last inning, which was a very long inning for us in the press box. Weared us out a little bit. Here's a fly ball in the left field. It's still carrying back, and that's going to get out of here. That is a wall scraper of a home run for Jaden Ma. The wind added an extra 50 feet on that one for him. But it still counts the same for him in the books. A leadoff home run for Jaden Ma in the 4th inning. And it's a 6-5 ball game.
We're having a lot of fun right there. First pitch, he's going to give me 2 pitches in at least.
Shortstop, number 5, Soda Suzuki.
Now Soda Suzuki in there for the Vikings. He reached on a throwing error in his first at-bat. The 0-1 in the dirt. 1-1. And the hat flies off for Lopez. I vividly remember a high school teammate during the windy games. He refused to wear a tight hat, and after every single pitch, his hat would fly off. And so every pitch would take twice as long, which in the windy games, you hate it. And you want to go back in the dugout, but nope. And your pitcher has to keep on putting on the hat. Putting it on just for it to fall off again. 3-1 now. Suzuki thought about swinging at that one, but didn't want to. Ground ball up the middle. Harper, nice sliding stop to throw to first in time. Great scoop from Owens. All around excellent play on the infield for the first out.
See, we need that, like a bit. I know. Yeah, my old jingle.
First base number 32,
Joe. Yeah, little jingle.
Now here comes Joe Hedger. Scored earlier, hit a single in his first at bat. Swing and a miss here.
Call that against Riggs. Well, that's right. We're in another half.
Just missed that one. 1-1 now. There's another swing and miss. Luis Lopez doing a nice job of pitching against Joe Hedger here. 1-2 after 2 swing and misses on the fastball. Can do whatever he wants. Pumps in another fastball. It just missed. I know personally, if I'm a pitcher here, I just threw 4 straight fastballs to this guy. He swung and missed 2 of them. There's the off speed. That's what I would have thrown. Hedger's out in front, fouls it off. Two. Swing and a miss. Struck out Joe Hedger, and there are 2 away. Had him way off balance for that entire at-bat. And that is Lopez's second strikeout of the afternoon.
Del Rosario. Where you at tomorrow? Hutchinson, Kansas.
First pitch to Joseph Del Rosario is taken for a ball. One of 2 Canadians in the lineup for the Vikings. Were Vikings from Canada, or were they like Iceland? Do you know? Did they go to... They were Iceland? Okay. Canada. Oh. I don't know. Vikings were not from Canada, though. But they got 2 Vikings from Canada here. So Luis Lopez throws in a strike. It's now 2-2. Just a bit high. Nice miss from Lopez. I really like that spot.
You can say that one's up. Oh, that one was up? You could say. Good.
3-2.
Or I could say he missed.
Misses for ball 4. And it's a 2-out walk for Joseph Del Rosario.
Wait a minute. Did I really get a walk? Number 2, courtesy runner.
It looks like we got a courtesy runner here for the catcher. This is number 2, Jacob Spear.
Courtesy runner at first base for the Vikings, number 2, Jacob Spear.
Jacob Spear, he's played in 14 games this season, so he's got his fair share of appearances, but only 6 at-bats, so looks like base running is his game. As that ball gets past the catcher, Spear will take second, and looks like we're ruling it a pass ball. I agree with that.
Fastball or ball pitch?
Fastball. Yeah. That should be gone.
And Christian Crespo doesn't miss a lot of those.
Correct, we have.
He's usually pretty good at that. Thank you. The 1-0 is hit out to center field. Can of corn out there for Brent Olmo. And that will retire the side. So just one run on the solo shot from Jaden Maw. But other than that, nothing else for the Vikings here in the top of the fourth. It's a 6-5 ball game.
Pioneers lead 6-5.
Welcome back to Dixon Stadium here in the press box, taking our bets on what the final score will be. Kind of all over the place. Producer Elijah thinks it's going to be a 9-8 win for the Pioneers. I'm thinking it's 11-7. But of course, we're not actually betting money, so that doesn't make it illegal for us to share those. Here's Javier Melendez, 3-4-5 due up for the Pioneers in the order. Melendez takes a strike. He hit the absolute towering blast back in the third inning that some say hasn't landed yet. Takes ball one there. Javier Melendez. Now with 4 home runs on the season. That one's hit deep to center field. Does it have enough? It does! Over the wall, Melendez with his second home run of the afternoon. And it is now a 7-5 ball game. And it looks like we've got ourselves another pitching change. After that towering blast, they've seen enough.
Yes. Love it.
Yeah, that ball is crushed just under the scoreboard out in center field. Had to go at least 400 feet.
27? No. Jersey number.
Let's see who this pitcher is.
What we doing? It's not playing.
Lefty.
It was a sound bite, so it's quick. Oh my god. Play it.
25.
Alright, got 26.
No 26 on the roster.
It's not 25 because it's listed as a right. Well,
It's 26.
26. 26. Ryan Sullivan, left-handed pitcher. That sounds good to me. The way I like it. Ryan Sullivan, the new pitcher for the Vikings. This is his 5th appearance on the season. He's only recorded 2 innings. And he's only given up 2 hits, 1 run. So I wonder, he might have appeared in other games as a pinch runner or a pinch hitter, because he's only thrown 2 innings in 4 appearances. Or he might have just come in to get 1 out a couple of times, but a very small sample size here for Ryan Sullivan.
Now pitching for the Vikings, left-hander number 26, Ryan Sullivan.
Looks like Sullivan's got that luscious hair blowing in the wind. Got that little half mullet thing going on. I kind of like it. Oh, I just got a text from my dad saying the Vikings were from Scandinavia and were my ancestors. So that is an embarrassing thing for me because I thought they were from Canada. So at least we got that all sorted out. Here comes Caden Owens. He is 0 for 1 with a double, or 1 for 1 with a double. He's got a sack fly recorded as well. Sullivan's got a big looping curveball we just saw there. Way out in front. It's a fair ball. Hedger able to get a stop on it. Sullivan covers the bag and they get the out. It's a nice play there from Joe Hedger, the first baseman.
Right field number 34, Willie Borquez.
And here comes Willie Borquez with the crowd favorite walk-up song. Borquez is 1 for 2. He has singled and has an RBI. It's also grounded into a double play. Here's the 1-0. Foul ball. Sullivan is by far the lowest velocity pitcher that we've seen so far this afternoon, so Pioneer hitters will definitely have to adjust to that. Swing and a miss. Big sweeping off-speed pitch there. It got Borquez. Here's the 1-2. Outside in the dirt. 2-2 now. Another foul ball. Again hit his foot. So Willie Borquez taking a little bit of a beating during this at-bat. Here's another 2-2. Another foul ball, and the battle continues. Yeah, Sullivan kind of coming with a 3/4 arm slide. It looks at the release point, it's coming right at the left-handed hitter's head, and it kind of just drops down across and down into the zone. As that one misses high, count is full now. This is definitely an interesting arm slot that these Pioneer hitters don't see a lot of. Foul ball right over our heads. Here's another full count pitch. Roped into right field, and that's a base hit for Willie Borquez. Solid contact there for his second single of the afternoon. And that's going to be it for Sullivan. So, yeah, it looks like they want to bring in a righty now.
Now pitching for the Vikings, right-hander number 37, Philip Rushman. Batting for the Pioneers, left fielder number 22, Sean Maple.
So here comes Maple. He has a double, and he's been hit by a pitch so far this afternoon. Got an RBI as well. So he takes ball one. High pop-up in the center field. Should be playable, and it is playable. Catch is made out there for the second out. And that is the center fielder, Mason Mitchell, making the catch.
Catcher number 28, Christian Crespo.
So now here comes the catcher, Christian Crespo. He's been hit by 2 different pitches this afternoon, both in the same spot on that left shoulder. No official at-bat for him yet as he takes ball 1. Another one missed outside, 2-0. And that one ruled a strike right on the outside corner, if it caught any of the corner at all.
There we go. That's what I was thinking.
That one did not catch the corner. That one is outside, and it is 3-1. See Luis Lopez getting some pitches in down there. It's been a very long half inning. He's wanting to stay warm. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. 3-2 now. And Christian Crespo hasn't really had the opportunity to swing at too many pitches since he's been hit by all of them. 3-2 out. Runner will be going from first. And the pitch is outside. Crespo works a walk. Really close miss there. So now 2 aboard and 2 out for Riggs Harper.
Runner at first base, Lester.
And it looks like Garrett Lester will be pinch running, or courtesy running again here for Christian Crespo.
Courtesy runner at first base for the Pioneers, number 31, Garrett Lester. Now batting, shortstop number 8, Riggs Harper.
Riggs Harper also does not have an official at-bat in this one. He's hit a sac bunt, and he's been hit by a pitch as he takes strike 1. Showed bunt, but then pulled it back. Looks like third baseman playing almost even with the bag, so should be able to feel the bunt if necessary. If he's able to push one to the right side, he should be able to beat one out. And he got hit again. Second time he's been plunked this afternoon. A lot of Pioneers taking a beating.
Designated hitter, number 29, Bryson Hamilton.
So now the bases will be loaded for Bryson Hamilton. He's 0 for 1. He's got a sac fly and an RBI.
Are you going yard card here, DT?
I feel like, I don't know about yard card, but I feel like he's going to hit some.
Outside 1-0.
Perfect. Wind's picking up.
Last time Bryson Hamilton came to the plate, he had the bases loaded and hit a sac fly. Can't do that this time, but he has the bases loaded again as he takes ball 2. Two-0 pitch moves outside, and that's going to be a balk. So that will score Borquez, advance the other 2 runners as well, and it is now an 8-5 ball game. Yeah, Yeah, Bach is something you don't see a ton at the college level, but still pokes its head in every once in a while.
BK.
And there's a strike taken.
Okay, thank you.
Should be 2-1. Yeah, the ball on the Bach doesn't count. So 2-1 count here, not 3-1. For Bryson Hamilton, second and third, 2 away. Takes an off-speed pitch in there for a strike, and it's 2-2.
Snickers.
Reese's.
Swing and a miss. Tried to pull that inside off-speed pitch, couldn't quite get the bat to it. It's a strikeout for Hamilton. That will end the inning.
2 runs on 2
But
hits.
2 more runs for the Pioneers. It's now an 8-5 ball game.
Pioneers 8, Vikings 5.
Jerry, you need Jerry.
You said in Jerry law?
Injury law.
In Jerry law.
Injury.
You need Jerry. In Jerry law.
Welcome back to Dixon Stadium here on the campus of Mid-America Nazarene University, where the Pioneers currently are leading the Missouri Valley Vikings 8-5 as we start the top of the 5th inning. Tanner Duncan will lead things off for the Vikings. 2, 3, 4 hitters due up. And first pitch is fouled off into the parking lot. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Nasty looking changeup there. Really good pitch sequencing. The blow, fastball by him, realizes he's late, then messes timing up with a changeup. 0-2, what does he do? Goes back to the fastball, but it misses low. Swing and a miss. He struck out Tanner Duncan for the first out of the 5th inning.
Okay, so this is the new left fielder. 29.
Yep. So this is Austin Andrzejczyk. Came into the game in the 3rd inning playing left field, subbing in for Carter Kalin. And he hits one out to left, but it is played nicely by Sean Maple and is caught for out number 2.
Right field number 15, Pablo Arnaud.
Now here's Pablo Arnaud, hit a 2 RBI double in his last at-bat. 2 RBI double that gave the Vikings the lead, but since then they have not seen the lead at all. There's a strike. 1-1 now. Swing and a miss. Nice off-speed pitch from Luis Lopez. One strike away from getting out of a 1-2-3 inning. Foul ball. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Sorted up. Pablo Arnaud on that one. In a 1-2-3 inning for Luis Lopez. And the fastest half inning we've seen so far this afternoon, which we are very grateful for. We'll head to the bottom of the inning. Pioneers up 3. We welcome you back, getting set for the bottom of the 5th inning here. Pioneers 8, Vikings 5. Can hear Brent Olmo's walk-up music.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th for the Pioneers, center field number 9, Brent Olmo.
Brent Olmo officially is 0 for 1, but he's got 2 walks. He's also scored a run this afternoon. First pitch, belted into center field. Ranging back is Mitchell, who makes the catch for out number 1. So even with the wind helping him, it wasn't enough for Brent Olmo on that swing. Now here comes Drew Woodley. 1 for 3. He's scored twice, hit a triple back in the first inning. Also reached on an error in the 3rd. So busy day for Drew Woodley as he takes ball 1. And there's a strike in there from Philip Rushman, who came in relief in the 4th inning and will stick around for the 5th. The Vikings have not had a pitcher go more than 2 innings this afternoon. This is the 5th different pitcher they have used. That one is hit sharply to left field, and it's way over the left fielder's head. Woodley will get to second easily with a 1-out double. Yeah, the left fielder there just did not get a good read on the ball. And that's really hard with that ball coming straight at you. It's really hard to judge whether it's going to drop in front of you or get over your head. And in this case, the left fielder, Austin Andrzejczyk, guessed wrong. It went over his head, and Woodley is up with a 1-out double. Now Javier Melendez, 2 for 3 with 2 home runs already this afternoon. Can he make it a hat trick and get a 3rd? He takes strike 1. outside, 1-1 now. That is hit out into right field. A diving catch is made. Oh, what a nice play out there. That's the right fielder, Pablo Arnaud, making the catch for out number 2. And it looks like we've got another pitching change in store for the Vikings. Does their coach realize they got 3 more games to play this weekend? I don't know if they've got enough pitchers. Yeah. So at this rate, they're going to need, what, 28 pitchers for 28 innings?
Or 7 pitchers, 4 innings each.
Oh, there you go. Well, except this is already the 6th that we've seen this afternoon.
Well, but if we keep the lead, they're only going to throw 6 innings this game.
Very true.
Okay.
Let's see, lefty. 35. Logan Vogel. He's a left-handed pitcher. That sounds good to me. So Logan Vogel, the junior from Goodhue, Minnesota.
That's from Minnesota?
Yeah, Minnesotan. The Viking.
I think our Logan Vogel was from Minnesota.
Oh, for real? Let's see. This Logan Vogel recently went to Rochester Community and Technical College. DT is saying that we had a Logan Vogel come through MNU from Minnesota. What are the odds of that? So lefty that has a similar arm slot and arm action from what we saw from Ryan Sullivan earlier in the game. Kind of that 3/4 coming from way up top. And then just kind of dropping in the lefties. And yeah, that's who they want against Kevin Owens. Or Caden Owens, excuse me. Watching too much wrestling recently with Kevin Owens. 35.
Is this the Logan Vogel that was here a couple years ago? No.
That one goes behind the back of Caden Owens for ball 1.
Minnesota as well? Frank Vogel was. Frank Vogel.
Ah.
I was getting my Logans and Franks mixed up.
Come on, DT.
Originally from Kansas City.
What?
Logan Vogel was originally from Kansas City. He's from here.
Logan Vogel was originally from Kansas City.
Yeah. The one that played here, and then Frank's from Farmington, Minnesota. Suburb of the cities.
So we did have a Logan Vogel.
We did, yes.
Caden Owens is 1 for 2 on the afternoon. He's roped a double, and that one is hammered deep right field. That is way gone for Caden Owens. It's all the way onto the new track they're building out there. Wow.
And he's up too.
Incredible show of power for the Pioneers. It's the 3rd home run from them this afternoon.
Right field number 34, Willie Borquez.
So now Willie Borquez will come up to the plate. He swings and misses. Willie Borquez is 2 for 3 with a couple of singles. He's scored a run as well. Has an RBI. Takes that one in the dirt, 1-1. one outside, 2-1 now. All I'm saying, my 11-7 score prediction is looking really solid right now. Like, we're on a really good trajectory to get there.
My 10-5 call.
Oh,
Right is correct.
oh, DT called 10-5, so that's looking really good right now. If they can stay shut out. Yeah,
We got some innings left, dude.
a little bit. If the pitchers can get their act together.
We're going to have to see some stellar pitching to finish this game.
Yeah, which we just saw from Luis Lopez.
That is true.
1-2-3 inning last inning. Here's a 3-2. Swing and a miss. Willie Borquez strikes out to end the inning. But another 2 runs added on thanks to Caden Owens, a moonshot over the right field wall. We head to the 6th inning. Pioneers 10, Vikings 5. Getting ready to start the 6th inning of play here in the first game of this doubleheader. Again, game 2 will start approximately 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one.
Connor Bell.
Luis Lopez so far this afternoon has thrown 5 innings, given up 5 hits and 5 runs with 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. So pretty solid afternoon of work for Luis Lopez, as that one misses low for ball 1. Connor Bell leading off for the Vikings. 5, 6, 7 due up for them. Connor Bell is 0 for 2. He's grounded out to the second baseman twice. Three straight misses now for Luis Lopez. Pioneers have a right-hander warming up in the pen. And it is. And there's a 4-pitch walk worked by Connor Bell.
Second base, number 13, Jaden Ma.
So now Jaden Ma will step in. He hit the home run that scraped over the left field wall in his last appearance back in the 4th inning. That was his 3rd home run on the season. There's a strike from Luis Lopez. Had previously missed 5 in a row. One inside, and it got him. It hit Jaden Ma just barely. And now the first 2 are aboard for the Vikings.
Shortstop, number 5, Sona Suzuki.
Oh, see, now up is Sota Suzuki. He is 0 for 2, but he has scored a run. He reached on an error in his first at-bat. That one's hit down the right field line. It's going to be foul. And DT's getting a little nervous about his score prediction. He said 10-5, so he is rooting for some stellar pitching from Luis Lopez. Which, of course, we all are, but yeah, not a great start. That one buzzed the tower. 1-1.
That would have almost assuredly messed up my score. Bases loaded, nobody out.
1-1. Another one high and tight. And
All right, well, that one's a wild
that's a
pitch.
wild pitch.
I was right for a little bit.
Luis Lopez starting to lose control a little bit here in the 6th inning. And it's a good thing that the mask of Crespo didn't hit that ball, because if it did, that's a balk. And it looks like the umpires are going to go talk it over and see what happens. If any part of equipment hits a ball out of play, it is a dead ball, and runners would advance a base. And it looks like they'll call him safe. They'll say, did not hit Crespo's mask flying off his helmet. So it'll be a 2-1 count with runners at second and third. Swing and a miss. Luis Lopez cranked it back and threw that one. It's one of the fastest pitches we've seen this afternoon from him. The 2-2. Pulled down the left field line, foul. And that nearly got Connor Bell getting his lead off third.
Nearly 10-7. No lottery ticket.
And DT's only concern now is that the score remains at 10-5.
So we do have another game if you didn't.
Misses 3-2.
So I could be right in the second game at 10-5?
DT's done.
Keep the same score for both games?
Yeah,
It was
double
just
score.
we should do that.
Double score. Yeah, keep it for both. I'm already out of this game. That's 9-7.
Yeah, next game.
I was looking for next game.
The 3-2 now. Ground ball to second. That's going to score the run. They get the out at first, though. But both other runners advance. So it's a RBI ground out for Sota Suzuki, and it's a 10-6 ball game.
Cade's on the right number now.
What did Cade say? 10-6. Okay. So if this score remains, and Cade predicted it correctly, and now he gets to go buy a lottery ticket.
Pitcher.
Okay, you gotta call your dad and tell him to bring the infield in. Bring the save throw.
Hey, Dad, I got something right on this.
Swing and a miss from Joe Hedger.
Hey, if we end up, oh, wait a minute, you can't buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah, you gotta tell your dad. Dad, we gotta go buy a lottery ticket.
0-1. Strike two. Nice throw from Luis Lopez. The 0-2 fouled straight back up here. DT was ready, but the screen blocked him. And Reese Helland is getting loose for the Pioneers in the bullpen. Looks like he'll come in relief of Luis Lopez. Swing and a miss. Struck out Hedger. And there are two down. Cade very happy to see that one.
Catcher number 9, Joseph Del Rosario.
Joseph Del Rosario takes ball one. It looked like a great pitch from Lopez, who just got his 5th K of the afternoon. Swing and a miss. A high heater.
Trey, what'd you say, 12-6?
The 1-1, another swing and miss. Doubled up with that high heater. One strike away from getting out of this. The 1-2, swung on and miss. Tripled up with the high fastball. Luis Lopez with 6 Ks now on the afternoon. The Vikings can only get 1 run in the 6th. It is now a 10-6 ball game.
And after 5.5 innings, Pioneers 10, Vikings 6. I'm feeling either Kane or Trey have honed in on the correct score.
Bottom of the 6th inning here at Dixon Stadium. Pioneers with a 10-6 lead, and a new pitcher for the Vikings is going to be Jaden Moore, the senior. In 5 appearances this season, he's thrown 4 2/3 innings. He's given up 11 hits, 11 earned runs with 3 walks, no strikeouts yet. A 21.21 ERA, so not the greatest season so far for Jaden Moore, but looking to turn it around here as he faces the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for the Pioneers, starting with the left fielder, Sean Maple. As that one misses for ball 1. Sean Maple is 1 for 2. He's doubled and scored in this one. That one into left field and a base hit for Sean Maple. Now here comes Christian Crespo, who still does not have an official at-bat in this game. He's been hit by 2 different pitches, and he's been walked. So, see if Crespo will get an official at-bat in the books here as he takes ball 1. One-zero in the dirt. Maple heads for second, and he is in there with a stolen base. Great read on the ball in the dirt. Able to take the extra 90 feet. Here's Christian Crespo's 2-0. Misses high, 3-0 now. Outside corner called a strike on Christian Crespo. We've seen the umpire make that call in the river a lot on the Pioneers, especially in 3-ball counts. Here's the 3-1. That one is just a bit more outside. And it'll be a 5-pitch walk for Christian Crespo, who still does not have an official at-bat. Garrett Lester will be courtesy runner again, as he's courtesy ran 4 different times for the 4 different times that Crespo's gotten on base. So Crespo's on-base percentage will certainly take a big spike after this afternoon's efforts. Here's Riggs Harper now. doesn't show bunt, but the infield defended as if there was a bunt, but he takes ball one. Riggs Harper also does not have an official at bat. He has hit a sac bunt, and he's been hit twice. First and second, no one out. 4-run lead for the Pioneers here in game one of our doubleheader this afternoon, as that one is called a strike. Yeah, this umpire has been calling a lot of strikes on the outside corner for hitters, regardless of whether they're righty or lefty. Inside in the dirt, ball two. The 2-1. Misses 3-1 now. That one is pulled foul, and the count runs full. The 3-2 pitch is hit on into left field, but the wind does not give it enough distance. Here comes Maple tagging. He will advance into third on the tag. So it'll be a fly out for Riggs Harper, but Sean Maple able to advance.
Designated hitter, number 29, Bryson Hamilton.
So Bryson Hamilton now, he is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts, but he also has a sacrifice fly and an RBI. Here goes the runner. They'll fake the throw. And so Garrett Lester will get a stolen base. That one's fouled straight back. Yeah, it's looking good for Trey's prediction right now if both of these runners score. Predicted 12-6. 1-1 in there for a strike. 1-2. The 1-2 popped up and out of play. That would have been pretty close to where Chad's Jeep was. Assuming he moved it for softball. Yeah. And a little bit of an update from softball. It is scoreless in the top of the third inning as they take on Graceland University. Swing and a miss. Hamilton strikes out for the third time this afternoon, and there are 2 outs.
Center field, number 9, Brent Olo.
So Brent Olmo. He is due. 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts and a couple of walks. First pitch swinging, fouled straight back. Timed it up nicely. Here's the 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Oh. Outside, 2-1. And it looks like they've got Luis Lopez warming up in the bullpen, so it looks like he might try to finish this game. Throw all 7 innings, which would be excellent for the Pioneers considering they've got 3 more games ahead of them this weekend. two very different strategies. The Vikings throwing 7 pitchers for 6 innings, actually, as that one's hit nicely by Olmo, and it's dropped. And both runs are going to score, and Trey is going crazy up here. It's a 2 RBI single for Brent Olmo, and it's a 12-6 ball game.
Second base number 1, Drew Woodley. Trey, you and I are going We're going to get 2 lottery tickets.
Strike 1 called against Drew Woodley. And that one hit him. Another hit by pitch this afternoon. That is the 6th hit by pitch thrown by Missouri Valley this afternoon. They have plunked a lot of Pioneer hitters.
Third base number 27,
Javier Melendez, he has not been plunked yet. He is, in fact, punked the baseball twice over the yard. Over the fence, 2 home runs. So he takes strike 1. 0-1. Crushed! A 3 home run afternoon for Javier Melendez. The hat trick. What an incredible game for Javier Melendez. 3 for 4 with 3 dingers. Home runs number 4, 5, and 6 on the season for Javier Melendez. It's now a 15-6 ball game. Caden Owens swings and misses as strike 1. Caden Owens, he also hit a home run in his last at-bat. 2 RBI moonshot over the right field wall. Yeah, unfortunately for Trey, that home run ruins his chances of predicting the final score. That one is another blast. Heading deep to right field, and that one lands on the track and out of here. Caden Owens with 2 home runs on the afternoon. 16-6 now.
Right field number 34, Willie Borquez.
Wow, 5 home runs between Javier Melendez and Caden Owens on the afternoon. Powering the Pioneers here in game 1. As Willie Borquez fouls off strike 1. The 0-1 popped foul over the press box. This is the 9th batter that's come to the plate for the Pioneers in this inning. They had 10 batters come to the plate in the 3rd. And now they have 9 batters to the plate here in the 6th. Just a couple of really good innings for the Pioneers that have carried them this far. I mean, they've scored in every inning except the 2nd inning. 2 runs in the 1st, 4 runs in the 3rd. 2 runs in the 4th, 2 runs in the 5th, and now a 6th run, 6th inning. That has just ruined any Viking hopes of coming back in game 1. 3-2 now to Willie Borquez. Roped into right field. That's going to get down. Could be good for extra bases. He will hold up at first. It is played nicely by Arnaud. And it's a 2-out single for Willie Borquez, his third hit of the afternoon. And now we've got a pinch runner here. It's John Murphy. He will pinch run for Willie Borquez.
Pinch runner at first base for the Pioneers, number 2, John Murphy.
John Murphy is the go-to pinch runner for the Pioneers. He's appeared in 20 games already this season, and he scored 12 runs. He has 1 stolen base as well. Now Sean Maple. High pop-up. Ranging into the outfield grass. Who's got it? No one's got it. It's going to drop. Murphin will be held at third. And Maple has his second single of the inning. This is getting ugly for the Vikings really quickly. Now the catcher, Christian Crespo. He's been hit by 2 pitches. He's been walked twice. This is his 5th plate appearance, but no official at-bats. That one's roped into left field. That's going to hit off the wall. Christian Crespo going into second. Christian Crespo with an RBI double. It's now 17-6. And the hits just keep coming. Another courtesy runner opportunity for Garrett Lester, as Christian Crespo has reached base in all 5 plate appearances.
Base for the Pioneers, number 31, Garrett Lester. Shortstop, number 8, Riggs Harper.
Now Riggs Harper recorded the first out in the inning with a flyout. He is 0 for 1 on the afternoon. There's that outside pitch called for a strike. Umps may be trying to hurry up this game. They know they got another 7 innings to work later this afternoon. Swing and a miss. Harper reaching at that one. Foul ball towards the MNU dugout. Here's the 1-2. Outside, 2-2. That one is popped up and out of play, foul. You always have to second guess yourself here at Dixon Stadium. There's so much foul territory down either foul line. But that one did get foul. Here's another 2-2. Outside, 3-2. The 3-2 misses for ball 4. There's a walk for Riggs Harper. And now, yeah, This is the third plate appearance for Bryson Hamilton where the bases will be loaded. He's struck out in both previous attempts.
Bryson Hamilton.
So let's see what he can do here. First pitch misses for ball one. Inside 2-0. Ground ball, left side. Third baseman flips on to second in time to finally end this incredible Pioneers sixth inning. They score 7 runs on a boatload of hits, including 2 home runs. We will head to the top of the 7th inning. Pioneers up by 11.
7 runs on 7 hits. No errors.
We start the top of the 7th inning here, and the Pioneers are making a defensive change. Garrett Lester will replace Sean Maple in left field, and Luis Lopez will head back out there trying to get himself a complete game. As this first pitch is hit out to right and caught. 1 pitch, 1 out. That was Mason Mitchell flying out to start this inning.
Designated hitter number 12, Tanner Duncan.
Now Tanner Duncan up for the Vikings. A score update from softball. The Pioneers have taken a 2-0 lead against Graceland in the top of the 4th inning. So excellent job from the Lady Pioneers. They're playing just a few hundred feet away. Still on campus. Here's the 0-1. Missed high and tight, 1-1 now. Tanner Duncan is 1 for 3 with a single. He's also struck out once. Swing and a miss. Nasty off-speed pitch. Here's the 1-2. In the center field, and that's going to drop in front of Olmo for a base hit. So Tanner Duncan has his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Yeah, maybe it's more than 100 feet from outfield fence to the goal line of the football field.
I think probably around 600. I was thinking 6, 7. Let's call that 6 feet.
Now here's Austin Andrechik.
Left field number 29, Austin.
Entered the game in the 3rd inning as a defensive replacement for Carter Kalin. And Andrew Chick is 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Big cut. Two and one is hit out to second. Flip to short, back to first in time. It's a 4-6-3 double play turned by the Pioneer infield. That will finish off game one of this doubleheader. It's the Pioneers winning game one 17-6. Luis Lopez gets a complete game, throwing all 7 innings, only giving up 6 runs. And the Pioneers take game one by a final score of 17-6. Make sure you stick around. In about 25 minutes, we will start game two between these two teams, so don't go anywhere.